Hey everyone, I've had quite a few comments on starting fires, how to do it, and what the best method is. And a lot of people seem to favor what they call the Swiss method. So I wanted to make a quick video to explore that, do a test, and maybe be able to put some concrete data behind it. 35 years ago, when I was first taught how to make a fire in Boy Scouts, they taught me a method they called the box fire. And this is actually the inverse of the Swiss method. So in both methods, you prep your wood by splitting it down into specific sizes. So here I've got some really small kindling, some medium kindling, getting into some actual logs, and then some bigger logs at the end. The only difference between the two methods is that in the version I learned, you have your smallest kindling at the bottom, and it gets bigger as the fire goes up. But with the Swiss method, you have your biggest logs at the bottom, and they get smaller as they go up. So the idea with the Swiss method is that you're lighting the small stuff, which creates quite a hot burn at the top. It's going to preheat the chimney and you're going to get a pretty clean burn. And as these burn down into coals, they drop down into the next size logs. And it continues to do that and work its way down until you're burning the big stuff at the bottom. And I do think it's going to probably be a cleaner burn, but I suspect that it's going to take a lot longer to get the fire going. In my method, you're lighting the small stuff at the bottom. And so all the heat and the flames are passing through the different layers. So they're going to be causing these to catch fire. Now it is probably going to create a lot more smoke and a less clean burn at the beginning because you have a small fire that isn't quite hot enough to be burning this big stuff. So there's just not enough heat to do anything to this. You're going to be boiling off the water very slowly and it's just not really going to catch fire very fast at all. So for the test, what I'm going to do is take these different piles and weigh them to be exactly in half. And then I'll build one of each fire and I'll light them, I'll film it, and I'll be able to put them side by side so we can watch the burn, see what happens, see how long it takes for things to happen. So I'll jump into it now. Remember, likes and subscribes really help the channel. You can help us directly over on Patreon, and I love hearing the comments. You guys have great ideas, so keep those coming. Okay, so these are the two different piles. They're pretty dead on the exact same weight. So now I'm gonna go build the fires and get the test going. So the fire's ready to go. In order to try to keep the test fair, they're both going to get one of these little fire starting bricks. This one is broken up into several pieces and it's 3 layers down underneath all the smallest kindling and buried in the middle of this next size tier of kindling. I'm also going to leave both air supplies open throughout the duration of both tests. What I'm trying to test for is which fire gets started faster, which fire gets started cleaner, and which fire has a nice big bed of coals ready to accept full-size logs first. Okay, so fire number 2, same amount of wood, fire starters at the bottom. Here we go. Okay, immediately from the start, you can see just how much cleaner the Swiss method is. The box fire, that is looking pretty gnarly, and creosote is definitely condensing on the inside of that flue. That is not something you want to be around and breathe. You can also just see inside through the glass that it's a lot smokier in the box method. But here I'm starting to see some signs that actually the box method is increasing in heat and maybe it's starting to overtake the Swiss method. So 5 minutes in and the temperatures are 1030 and 1375. The box method is definitely getting a lot hotter, a lot faster. And now 7 minutes in, 1140 versus 1525. The box method is just really picking up speed and the Swiss method is a fair bit behind. 10 minutes in and it's 1250 versus 1450. The Swiss method's really starting to pick up, but I think the box method has already peaked and is a good bit ahead of the Swiss method. All right, 12 minutes in and I think the box method would be ready to accept some full-size logs. It's looking nice and hot, but the Swiss method I think still needs a little bit of time. The bottom logs aren't really going. I think it needs to build up a little bit more heat before it's ready for more logs. Okay, 15 minutes in and 1120 versus 1250. They've both peaked. They're both really hot now. I think you could add logs to the Swiss, but the box fire is visibly much farther along in the burn and reached much higher temperatures. All right, 20 minutes in and 975 versus 930. The Swiss method is still ripping, but the box fire is basically over at this point. It's almost too late to add more logs. It's a much shorter cycle time, a much hotter, faster fire. 25 minutes in and the box method has basically been done for 5 minutes. We're just trying to wait to see how long it takes the Swiss method to catch up. But you can really see the difference between the two fires at this point. We'll call it here. They're both basically done. So now we'll just head back into the workshop and go over the results. Okay, so to me, those tests just really spoke for themselves. The Swiss method was obviously a lot cleaner. There was barely any smoke right from the beginning, and I'd imagine that the flue got warmer quite a bit faster and that you'd have a lot less creosote develop in that initial phase. The box fire method, on the other hand, was significantly dirtier, also reached much higher temperatures and was ready to accept full logs and really build up into a full fire much faster. So to me, it really comes down to this. Do you want a cleaner fire, less pollution and less creosote, or do you want a fire that is hot and ready 5 or 10 minutes faster? So for me, I'm a convert. I really like the Swiss method. I knew within 5 minutes that that's how I was going to be building my fires from now on. Much cleaner, less pollution, less creosote in the flue, just nicer all around. If I really needed to get a fire ripping fast, I can always do the box method, but generally speaking, 5 or 10 minutes isn't really a big deal, and the payoff is that you've just got a much nicer, cleaner fire. So thanks to everyone that brought that up in the comments. I'm really glad I tried it, and to those of you that haven't, I'd really recommend giving it a try. So that's it for this week. I got a bunch more videos coming, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.